Hey guys, Dave back with Blockbuster Underground. So today we're going to be talking about the situation regarding physical media and Disney. Now this steams back to an article from way back earlier this year in February. It was in Variety, I believe. Yeah, right here. February 20th, 2024. So even further back. And I remember when I first heard rumblings of this happening, I was like, oh fuck. This is going to backfire on them so badly, it's not even funny. So, what happened is Disney, since they want to focus so much on Disney Plus and all their streaming content and all that good stuff, has basically flat out said, we're not going to make physical copies of anything anymore. We're going to get someone else to do it for us. So, lo and behold, they call up Sony. Why? So, it turns out that Sony is now responsible for the physical media releases for Disney DVDs, 4Ks, Blu Rays, US and Canada. This sounds like should be a no-brainer, right? Yeah, easy. Just crank out a few more discs and what we're already making. Yeah, if only that were so. Since this has happened, there have been a number of titles that Disney have put out. Now keep in mind here, Disney now also owns Fox and some of the older studios that kind of merged into Disney like Touchstone. So they've got a pretty big catalog of releases. And some of the biggest ones that have come out recently in the last 5 or 6 months have been virtually impossible to find in 4K. Steelbook, regular, you name it, not happening. First time this happened that I really noticed it was Tombstone with Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell. Came out April 22nd, 2025. 4K is an amazing looking. I finally got it. We'll get to that in a second. So, Steelbook 4K, regular 4K, it's up to Sony to get this made because Touchstone Pictures, which released Tombstone, is now under the umbrella of Disney. So, is Tombstone easy to find? Nope. Had to go to Zavi in the UK, order it online, finally got it. I won't tell you how much I paid. It wasn't ridiculous. It wasn't cheap. But that's how far I had to go to get this. Props to Zavi. The shipping was impeccable. Perfect. Thing arrived in mint condition from the UK to Canada. So, props there. Anyway, after that, Fox did a release of Kingdom of Heaven, the Ridley Scott film from a bunch of years back with Orlando Bloom in it. Can you find that on the shelf? Nope. Online only. Pretty expensive. Master and Commander, the Russell Crowe film, Peter Weir film from 2003. Came out 4K, Steelbook 4K, beautiful looking release. Can't find it anywhere in Canada. Don't even bother looking. Not a chance. The latest unicorns that are prancing around in the field are the two Tron releases. Tron from 1982 and Tron Legacy from 2007, 2006, somewhere around there. Both got released 4K Steelbook, 4K regular. Can't get them anywhere. People have been resorting to paying exorbitant fees online. I saw one. I saw one Steelbook for Tombstone on Amazon for $178, and I was seeing copies of Tron going for upwards of $70 just for the regular, not even Steelbook. So yeah, it's become a buyer's market now. The problem is that it's the buyer who's suffering, and for some reason, these movies don't even hit the shelves in Canada at all. Even though I heard that the manufacturing plant, one of the main ones, is in Quebec. How do you make that make sense? Okay, so yeah, like I said, right now, any hardcore collectors that want these 4Ks have to go online. God knows what price you're going to be paying. God knows what the shipping's going to be. Shipping times, you name it. Some people managed to get some orders through on Amazon to get the Tron movies, so they've been receiving them recently. But apparently, the go-to excuse is they didn't realize there'd be such a demand and they didn't print enough discs. It's like, come on, dude. Tron for the first time in 4K. Where do you think? Like, hello, where's the demand? Cowardly excuse. But I digress. The other thing that seems to be really kind of lacking in Canada are digital codes with our movies. For example, I just picked up Superman. Actually, no, it doesn't come out till Tuesday, but groove.ca. Got it delivered early. Thanks, guys. But do you notice on the casing? Does not say digital code anywhere. On the American ones, it does. So, if this big push is to make us go to to streaming instead of physical media, to store all of our movies on the cloud and have just like one little USB stick. Here's my entire collection. Imagine, like, if that's the case, then where's the code, dude? Like, come on. I'm paying premium dollar for these movies either which way. Some of them don't even include a Blu-ray anymore. It's just literally the 4K disc. Boom, there you go. This one did have the cool slipcover. I don't know if you can tell on the camera where it morphs between Clark and Superman. My wife hates those covers, but pretty cool. I'll be curious to see if any of the retail copies include a slipcover, because most of the time when you hear people picking them up, Walmart or any other retail locations like Target, it's bare bones. There's the cover. There's the disc. Goodbye. Have a good day. So I don't know. Comment down below what you think. If you've been finding this is an issue moving forward, especially if you're in Canada. Um, Obviously, like I said, we've got other outlets we can get these discs from. It's just the utter frustration that Disney strikes a deal that basically takes out the entire portion of Canada when it comes to getting their hands on any of this stuff without paying mucho dinero. I mean, some of the discs alone are expensive enough. I mean, I think Superman was $30. I mean, we're not talking chump change here when it piles up. And when you got a collection like I've got, which just hit 2,230 films, um, sure, I'm running out of space. Am I gonna ever get rid of my physical media library? Fuck no. Pry it from my dead. How bury it with me? Fuck it. But I don't know. Comment down below. What do you think? Do you have a physical media collection of that statute? Are you still buying the 4K discs and everything else? What's your setup look like? What do you think of the new Superman movie? Are you picking it up on Blu-ray on Tuesday? Anyway, comment down below, and we will catch you on the next video.